All right, JR Lana talking about the 7:15 second date update. I would summarize this as brutal, and I've never heard of anything like this happening. It was just
You know what, JR? I'm not feeling this right now. I'm just not feeling it.
That's a pretty good depiction of what's going on. Also, want to give her the Oscar for that kind of acting. Anyway, check it out and leave a comment.
All right, so this could get wild real quick. 7:15, a second date update. Mark has reached out to us because he went on a date with Alisha. Well, in the middle of that date at Ruth Chris Steakhouse, she said, quote, "I'm not feeling this," and walked out.
I can't believe that somebody would just get up, not even be cordial enough to finish the date. So I can't wait to get Alisha on the phone and kind of talk to her and see what's up.
Well, the only thing I could think of is, did he say something offensive?
He said he was talking about his job.
That's what he said, but I want to see if she has a different story on this. Okay, let's see if we can get a hold of her. Hopefully she'll answer.
Hello.
Hi, is this Alisha?
Yeah.
Hi, Alisha. Good morning to you. This is JR, Lana, and Kevin over here at 99.5 QIK. How you doing?
I'm good. What's going on?
Well, it sounds like you're kind of familiar with our show.
I listen to your show all the time.
Yes. Maybe you've heard us do something called a 7:15 second date update. And if it's okay with you, we want to see if you had a couple minutes. We'd love to actually talk to you on the air a second about kind of a weird situation. Would you have a couple minutes to talk to us?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Well, thank you. We want to talk to you about this guy, Mark. I'll just tell you what we know. I heard you guys went to Ruth Chris, and he said you got up right in the middle of dinner, walked out after saying, "I'm not feeling this," bailed out, and he hasn't heard from you since. You kind of left him with his food on his plate, food on your plate, and just bailed. Is that true? I mean, did you just get up and go?
Yeah, I did.
What?
I'm a little shocked we're having this conversation. I mean, I said more than just, "I'm not feeling this." I think that I said something like, "Hey, I'm just going to kind of like, I think I need to go. I think I'm ready to go, and I'm not really feeling this." And then I left. I didn't just be like, I'm not feeling it," and then leave.
But did he say something to tick you off?
No. I know what I'm into, and he's not it. I just wasn't feeling it. I was bored when he was talking, and I know you're here to date, you're here to meet someone, and I knew that we just weren't a match. If I'm not feeling it, why waste anybody's time?
Okay, wow.
I don't really quite understand how there's any confusion in wondering if I'm interested in a second date or not.
Well, I don't think he's interested in a second date. That's usually what goes on, but I don't think he's interested in a second date because he really is offended by all this, and I can't blame him, really. I mean, because if you're just sitting there and someone, I don't understand why you wouldn't stay throughout the date and say, "Okay, cool."
It was Ruth Chris. It wasn't, I mean, that's a nice place to eat and good food.
Doesn't matter if it was Hooters. I don't think you just bail in the middle of a date, though, right? I mean, that's kind of rude to him.
I don't know what to say. I don't quite understand what everyone's not getting here. And
that's not fair to him.
I don't really understand why he called you and what you want from me.
Okay, well, I wanted to try to get him some answers of why this happened. We actually have him on the phone, Alisha. Mark, you there?
Yeah, I'm just glad to hear the words out of your mouth, Alisha, because it was so rude and offensive to me for you to just stand up and then just waltz out of the restaurant. And I'm glad I at least got to hear you say it. It's so selfish how to just bail like that.
So would you have rather we sit down at the table and then before we even ordered dinner? Because I knew before we even ordered that we weren't to match. So would you have rather that I had just left then?
That's the cordial thing to do. I'm not saying sparks had to fly, but you at least enjoy the dinner. I mean, it was Ruth Chris Steakhouse. We had eating like a king and queen.
You didn't hear me, Mark. Hello. Listen, if you thought that it was an expensive place, I don't understand why you needed to take me to such a fancy place. I mean, if it was, maybe you should have taken me somewhere less expensive. I don't know. I've sat through so many boring dates before, and I'm just not here to waste my time or your time.
The expense, that's not the point. Money isn't an issue for me. The point is how rude you were. And this was successful for me. I just wanted to hear the words out of your mouth because you ghosted me after you just walked out of the restaurant, which adds insult to injury. So now it's out there. The world knows this is how you operate.
All right.
Caveat emptor, buyer beware.
Okay. Well, listen, Mark, I'm glad you felt like you feel better after talking to Alisha. This is kind of wild. Never heard anything like this, but I guess this is how Alisha operates.
Do you think, am I crazy, or is that just textbook rude and offensive?
Mark, I do not think you're crazy by any means, but I also don't think we're going to change Alicia's mind right now.
No.
So,
at least you got your answer.
Yeah. Well, Alisha, thank you for coming on the show with us. You were nothing but honest. Got to give you that. So thank you for that. And Mark, I'm sorry, but I am glad you were saying that you feel better. Both just going to move on, and I hope your next date goes better. All right, bud?
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Alisha.
Thanks.